The need for B12 is elevated during pregnancy and is important for those following a strict diet not containing animal products. During pregnancy, B12 is important for the formation of fetal blood cells. B12 is notable because it only comes from limited sources in the diet. Animal products such as meat, poultry, eggs, and dairy, fortified cereals, and then certain fortified nutritional yeasts. Women who are pregnant and follow restricted diets that exclude animal meats and products should talk to their doctor about B12 supplements. So the next nutrient I want to talk to you about is iron. Iron is an important nutrient during pregnancy, especially for those who have a history of anemia, which is low iron stores in the body. So iron plays a role in the creation of red blood cells in our body. Iron is important for healthy growth, brain development, cellular function, and the creation of hormones in our body. During pregnancy, the extra iron needed in the diet is used to make the blood that both you and the fetus need. So there are two different sources of iron found in our diet, heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron is found in animal sources such as meat, poultry, and seafood, and is more readily absorbed by our body. And then non-heme iron is found in plant sources such as lentils, beans, peas, nuts, and dark leafy greens, and is not as readily absorbed by our body. So when focusing on a healthy diet, it is important to ensure you add adequate intake of different sources of iron in the diet. Although non-heme iron is not absorbed as well as heme iron on its own, vitamin C from foods such as oranges, asparagus, cauliflower, broccoli, or strawberries assist in the absorption of non-heme iron. And the need for iron supplements during pregnancy should be a decision guided by working with the doctor and is affected by an individual's current iron stores, their medical history, and their daily eating patterns. So another important topic to talk about is fish and pregnancy. So during our conversation, the term fish is a word that we're going to use to group together fin fish, shellfish, and other seafood such as clams. Although fish is considered part of a healthy diet, there are multiple reasons that it might be avoided. So these reasons might be texture, taste, smell, personal preference, or concern about safety during pregnancy. So healthy fats from seafood have known health benefits during pregnancy, such as visual and cognitive benefits. Pregnant women are recommended to consume 8 to 12 ounces of seafood in a week and get at least 8 ounces a week. Different sources of fish will contain different amounts of mercury, and large amounts of mercury in the diet has been seen to have dangerous side effects for the fetus and the mother. So some fish to avoid during pregnancy are shark, swordfish, tilefish from the Gulf of Mexico, big-eye tuna, marlin, orange roughy, and king mackerel. These are the fish that are going to have the highest amount of mercury in them and might be dangerous during pregnancy to consume. This slide here is a chart from the Environmental Protection Agency. And I think it does a great job of highlighting different sources of fish in our diet and which fish would fit into what category. So there's the best choice, which will have the lowest amount of mercury in it per serving. And then there's the good choice, which will have about the middle range of mercury in it. And it's okay to have this every once in a while, but it's best to choose from the best choice list. And then there's the choices to avoid, which will have the highest amount of mercury in it. And one thing I want to point out is that on the good choice list, there is tilefish from Atlantic Ocean, but then on the choices to avoid, there is the tilefish from the Gulf of Mexico. So it's just as important to be aware of the type of fish that you're choosing as where it's been caught from. Omega-3 fatty acids are a group of healthy fats that are found in our diet. Omega-3 fats can be important for the brain development of the fetus both before and after birth. EPA and DHA are two important omega-3 fats, and they cannot be made by our body, but instead we must get them through our diet. So sources of omega-3 include fish, fish oil, flaxseed that's ground or oil, canola oil, broccoli, cantaloupe, kidney beans, spinach, and walnuts. So as we talked about with fish, women who are pregnant should be working to get 2 to 3 4-ounce servings of fish a week, so 8 to 12 ounces a week because of the healthy fats found in them. Working to add other sources of omega-3 rich foods throughout the week, either along with or in substitution for fish, can help to make sure you're getting adequate amount of omega-3 fats in your diet. So as I talked about each nutrient and the sources of them in the diet, I think that sometimes that can be overwhelming for people. So I wanted to come back to this slide at the end of talking about each of them, just to give a reminder of the overall goal of getting a balanced plate and getting a variety of different foods in the diet. So you can work to add sources of iron and sources of vitamin B12 throughout the day, and to make sure that you're getting all the different nutrients that you need. And this is an easier approach to make it not so overwhelming as you go through pregnancy. So now I want to talk about caffeine intake during pregnancy. It's recommended to consume a moderate amount of caffeine during pregnancy, less than 200 milligrams a day. So during pregnancy, excessive caffeine can increase the risk for preterm birth, miscarriages, and other complications. So common sources of caffeine include coffee, energy drinks, tea, chocolate, and soft drinks. So what does 200 milligrams of caffeine look like? One 8-ounce cup of coffee contains 96 milligrams of caffeine. So 2 cups of coffee or 16 ounces of coffee would be almost 200 milligrams of caffeine. One 12-ounce can of soda contains 40 milligrams of caffeine, and one 8-ounce serving of caffeinated tea contains 48 milligrams of caffeine. One ounce of dark chocolate, 45 to 59% cocoa, contains 12.2 milligrams of caffeine. Some sources of caffeine can have caffeine-free options such as coffee, tea, and soft drinks. Alcohol is not safe during any trimester of pregnancy, and consumption of alcohol should be stopped as soon as possible during the pregnancy. So illicit drugs, smoking, and alcohol are all harmful during pregnancy and should be avoided. Anyone struggling with any of these addicting products should reach out to community resources for help. During pregnancy, any alcohol consumed by the mother will also enter the fetus through the placenta and lead to lifelong damage. Alcohol consumption during pregnancy can affect the infant's learning and behavior and can lead to something called fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, which can lead to impaired brain development and other problems in the future. Anyone struggling with addiction can reach out to Alcoholics or Narcotics Anonymous for support and help. I want to talk to you about prenatal vitamins and supplements during pregnancy. So during pregnancy, the need for certain vitamins and minerals is greater. And although meeting nutrient needs through the diet sources is the best option, it is not always possible, especially during times of increased need. So prenatal vitamins are important to help cover nutritional gaps not filled by a healthy diet. A standard recommendation is that pregnant women take a prenatal vitamin along with a well-balanced diet to ensure they're getting all the nutrients both the and the fetus needs. There are many different prenatal vitamins out in the market, and not all of them provide the same amount or mixtures of nutrients. So it's important to consume a prenatal vitamin during pregnancy, but working with your doctor to find the right one for you is also important. As an example, most prenatal vitamins do contain iron, but not all of them. So if concerned about getting enough iron during pregnancy, talk to your doctor before adding additional iron supplements outside of the diet and the prenatal vitamin. And only take 1 serving of the prenatal vitamins per day. Taking more than 1 serving of a prenatal vitamin can lead to excessive amounts of nutrients, and large amounts of certain vitamins, such as vitamin A, can be harmful during pregnancy. In today's world, there are all different kinds of supplements found on the market, and dietary supplements are often viewed as natural, but they do have the ability to affect your body and interact with other medications. So be sure to inform your doctor of any medication and supplements that you are taking to help make sure that you're staying safe during pregnancy. So some examples of common dietary supplements are vitamin A, aloe vera, or ginkgo. So today we talked about topics such as a balanced plate, calorie needs during pregnancy, weight gain during pregnancy, food safety, specific nutrients that are important during pregnancy, prenatal vitamins, and supplements during pregnancy. And this can be a lot to talk about all at once, so something that might help is making what's called a SMART goal. A SMART goal is a goal that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So an example of a SMART goal would be working to get 30 minutes of exercise 3 times a week for the next 6 months. So if there's something that you found interesting or something that you want to work on after watching this video, consider making a SMART goal for it.